This is the beauty of holding yourself accountable or allowing somebody to hold you accountable. So, on a regular day, if I hadn't reached the goal, I would say, oh, tomorrow, you did what you could today. I wouldn't be motivated to literally come outside in the night and complete what I already committed to do. So it really helps when you know you have made a commitment and you need to stick to it and show that you're doing what you said you would commit to do. So yeah, this feels very good, and I'm almost at the goal. Pom poms out, pom pom poms out, pom poms out, pom pom poms out. Go jilly, go jilly, go jilly, go. Jilly 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 go. Pom poms out, pom pom poms out, pom poms out, pom pom poms out. Go jilly, go jilly, go jilly, go. Jilly 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 go. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Nope, not Christmas, but spring. Because the iconic sakuras are out and they're beautiful. And it's just a lovely day to walk. So I'm walking today after work. I worked from home today, so I haven't gotten in much steps at all. I think after walking, I'll probably do my dance workout routine because I need it. I'm hoping to get to 1 or 2 markets and look at some sakuras. And this is a season where people have picnics under the sakura blossoms. It's wonderful. It's quite gloomy. Yeah, it's overcast today, but I really hope that when I do get there, it won't be too dark and I can appreciate the beauty of the sakuras. I don't think my camera does this thing justice because the sakuras are so beautiful and it's just lovely when they line the street like this. Unfortunately, today I'm walking and hopping because I have a cut in my foot, and actually I keep preventing it from healing because I pick it, and I did so last night. So not walking too strongly, but I do want a power walk. The market closes at 6. It's minutes after 5. I hope I can catch it, but if not, I'll still enjoy the sakuras on that side. I'm leaving the market. I thought I was filming, but then I looked and it was not. So now I'm leaving and I'm gonna go to the park, which is just right there. Yokoso, yokoso, welcome to Habu Park. From henceforth, I'm going to share some tips and hacks to accomplish your 10K steps in a day. They're very simple, but so simple they might be overlooked. So I think they are worth sharing. Judging from my step counter app, it takes me roughly, or maybe I should say at least an hour and a half to accomplish 10,000 steps in a day. And of course, it's best if you are continuously walking and getting your heart rate up as opposed to counting intermittent steps. And since I use a mobile app to track my steps and my mobile phone is not always on my person, those intermittent steps, for example, to the copying machine, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, those are usually not counted on any given day. So the app mostly captures those moments when I am keeping my heart rate up and walking continuously for a good amount of time. And this is great because it means on any given day, I'm actually making more steps than is recorded. And of course, every step counts, like I've said previously. Now, making 10,000 steps per day can be challenging for some people for various reasons. And I myself have had to make adjustments to accomplish this goal. So I want to share some things I have been doing and other things that I may consider doing in the future. The first tip I have is to walk during lunchtime. This is something I started doing to remove the pressure of having to go for longer walks in the evening. I do have a relatively sedentary job, so I do need to get a little bit creative to, accomplish the 10K step. So I get an hour lunch break on Mondays to Fridays, and I sometimes use the whole break to go for a walk and skip lunch, or I eat for roughly half the time and walk for the other half. And you could choose to do the walk first, then eat, or eat then do the walk, of course. There are moments when I'm required to stand and do some sort of monitoring or observing during my job. And so on these occasions, and this brings me to my second tip, rather than standing still, I walk on the spot or pace the room that I am in if the atmosphere or the time allows. Similarly, rather than stand and brush my teeth, I may start marching and sometimes dancing on the spot. And rather than stand and wait for the train, I may go up and down the staircase or pace around until the train arrives. People may think that you are crazy, but that's okay. Recently, too, rather than stand and wash my dishes, I march on the spot or sometimes dance. And so by now, you've gotten the point, I'm sure. Similar to mindful eating, burning calories requires mindful movements, even if you are not exercising. So we can reach our goal if we become a little bit more mindful and intentional. And on that note, if someone offers you a ride somewhere and it's a reasonable 20-minute or 30-minute walk, etc., though you are probably not necessarily going for a walk, if you won't be late for anywhere, or even if you might be, you can politely decline that offer and choose to put some pep in your steps to get where you're going on time. Also, if you drive a car, rather than drive to the convenience store, that's 15 minutes away or even 30 minutes away, you could choose to walk. Pretend like you don't have a car, get some fresh air, and get moving. Sometimes you may not feel like leaving your house, and that's totally fine. You could choose, rather than sitting and watching YouTube or listening to podcasts, for example, to do that while you are jogging or pacing in your house, in your backyard, etc. I have done this, so listen to some YouTube videos and get moving. Give it a try. My third tip is to wake earlier. We usually have extra time on the back end or start of the day. And though I am currently hitting my 10K step goals, I do want to be able to switch routines as necessary. I have done jogging and pacing at late hours to either fit in my dance routine or accomplish my 10K steps. And I am now considering getting up earlier. I am a morning person. I usually wake early, but I don't always get up out of bed immediately. So I think I may start going for early morning walks before work, or I could walk to the train station instead of riding my bike. It takes about 10 minutes by bike from my house to the station and about 30 to 40 minutes on foot. So that would be a good amount of walking time and steps. If I do choose this option, I would, and this is my last tip, get or use more comfortable shoes. At present, I wear boots to work, and these are what I walk in even at lunchtime. So though I walk as fast as I possibly can in these boots, I know I can go faster in comfortable walking shoes. So I definitely consider getting better shoes or taking a change of shoes with me. And I could even use those on my lunchtime. Here in Japan, it's not uncommon to see people in suits and sneakers. It is not necessarily fashion, but I think rather that they are practical, I'd say. So if the task in a day requires it, they will wear a sneakers. And there's also a culture of separating indoor and outdoor shoes. And so people typically, maybe not typically, but it's not uncommon to take an extra pair of shoe with you. And so there's no feeling out of place. You may have to take an extra bag to take your extra shoe in, so that's something to consider. But here, there are no shoe police, at least not at my workplace. So while work shoes are the standard, not everyone wears them. And if I show up in a dress and sneakers, I will not be frowned upon. No one really cares. So only my pride and sense of fashion would restrain me. I'm loading up here to get a glimpse of the train. It's on its way. Oh, we are about to see it. Just a regular train, but yeah, let's get some coverage. I must say that a good shoe can be the difference between enduring intense pain after a simple walk and not having to deal with that and enjoying your walks rather and being ready for the next walk. It could also be the difference between a moderate or a brisk walk versus a slow walk, which is helpful, in getting your heart rate up. That makes a difference in your overall outcome. And that's it. Nothing innovative, but I hope that there was something in this video that gave you an idea or will motivate you to get moving. As a matter of fact, since I've started going for walks, I've made a few discoveries. I am becoming more familiar with my surroundings, which is good, and that's a benefit. So you can use your walks as sort of excursions to see what's around in your community and enjoy and visit and discover things. So just pick a place, make it your destination, and see what else you might discover on the way there. And you don't have to walk alone. Take your family, take your pet if you have one. If you don't have a pet, that's probably exactly what you need to start walking, because a lot of people have pets here, and so you often see a lot of people walking. It's really the perfect excuse and motivation to walk. So consider that as well. Anyway, until next time, cheers! So I'm heading back. First, I'm on this busy road right now. And I think I'm gonna try to go to the market that's literally closer to my home than anywhere here. So I think I would have maybe, I want to say, at least an hour walk before I would arrive there. And then I'd have to return home, of course. But I don't think I'm going to go home and do the dance workout. So, or maybe I will. Who knows? I don't know yet. Well, now I'm out for a bike ride. And this is so beautiful. I hate the glaring lights, but otherwise it's really lovely. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the store. I decided to ride my bike. So here I go. Vroom vroom. $1,400 to go. Let's take some pictures. Let's take some pictures.
pom poms out, pom pom poms out, pom poms out, pom pom poms out. Go jilly go jilly go jilly go, jilly 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 go. Pom poms out, pom pom poms out, pom poms out, pom pom poms out. Go jilly go jilly go jilly go, jilly 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 go.